Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Gideon's Tactical. We are here on a multi-day backpacking trip. I am out here rocking the Lariat 65 backpack. So we're gonna walk you through all of the ins and outs, the cool features, maybe some things that need to be improved on this, and show you guys what this backpack can do for you so that you can make a good decision on whether or not you should purchase this and take it out on your adventures with you. Okay, so let's go over the specs here on the Lariat 65. So it's made out of multi-rip Kedora nylon. The materials that it's made out of. 65-liter pack designed to carry up to a maximum of 65 pounds worth of gear. Empty, the pack weighs 5 pounds, 5 ounces. All right, so let's take a look at the sternum strap here. It's got a ladder system, so it's got different sectionals here to move this up to the right position. I actually really like this feature on the pack. Reason being, I always start out with my sternum strap in the correct place, and then by 20-30 minutes into my hike, I'm like, hey guys, I'm wearing a choker necklace up here when I have the little slide system. So I really like the sectional portion of this. I can put it right where I need it to be, and then it's only got that little room to move. So I really like that feature of it. You got your whistle right here on your buckle, and you have this nice little one button buckle here, so you don't have to use your two fingers, kind of get in a weird position. Pops that guy open really nice. You got your whistle. There's bears out there, look out. Nice little bungee here. I like that feature as well, just to be able to, really adjust and then to the right length you need it at, and then it moves with you, as you're moving along. So I really like the sternum strap here on this pack. All right, so looking at the back panel here of the backpack, you've got an adjustable ladder system so that you can move this whole shoulder yoke part down from all the way up here to all the way up here. Fits torsos from 16 to 21 inches, that whole movement there, which is really awesome. That's so nice to have. Really nice, again, real padded, mesh, breathable yoke back here. Really, really comfortable as you're hiking all day long. All right, so let's look at the shoulder straps here on the Lariat. Nice and cushioned, nice mesh for good breathability. Didn't have a lot of sweat going on. As always, we talk about it here, it doesn't matter what kind of system you have going on, you are going to sweat when you're on the trail for, hours and hours. So you are going to sweat, but it wasn't anything ridiculous, wasn't crazy. Nice padding, it felt really good. It did dig in a little bit, after the end of the day, it was digging into my shoulders, cutting in a little bit here. But that might have just been the way I had my straps set up, just maybe a little bit of adjustment there. But the padding and the breathability, really, really nice. And then of course, like you don't have on all packs, but this one definitely does, and it's very nice. You got your compression straps here so you can get this sitting very nicely just the right way you need it, so you can put that weight on your hips but not have the bag pulling you back down the mountain. So that's really nice. I really like these compression straps, very easy to get at. All right, taking a look at the hip strap, belly strap here. Tons and tons of area and cushion here so that this really, really nicely wraps around your hips and really puts that weight and secures it where it needs to be on your hips when you got a heavy pack like this. I really, really like these pads here. They're awesome. This is seriously one of the most comfortable backpacks I've ever used. I mean, it was just so nice. It wasn't digging in, wasn't causing my belt to dig into me, anything like that on the trail. So that was really, really awesome. Then you got your straps here. They kind of crisscross here as they go in with the way that you tie them down, make them taut, and I actually like that a lot. It provides just more space that covers you up front even here. You've got your nice thick pads, and this kind of crisscross gives you even more space there. Nice buckle, clicks in really, really nice. And then you have the pull frontwards to tighten up instead of back away from you. That's awesome. I really like that feature. You got the little rubber bands here to keep these guys tied down so they're not flopping around and getting loosened up or anything like that. So really, really easy to adjust, get to the right place. I love that. And then you've got on this side here, a nice zippered pocket to keep, whatever power bar, you know, anything you need to get access to easily. And then on this side, you got a little bungee pouch there as well, so you can hold a bunch of those things that you need to get access to real quickly right there. All right, guys, so we're gonna look at the sides of the pack here with these water bottle pouches and gear pouches. So on this side, dedicated water bottle pouch, which is angled towards you. This is angled towards you so you can, that's really nice. It's got a drawstring here so you can tighten that up on your water bottle. One thing I would say about this, when I was coming up here, I had 2 water bottles, one on each side, and the one that I had on this side, I just couldn't cinch this down tight enough, so anytime I bent forward, my water bottle fell right out on the ground. So we're really close to the car and ending this trip. Nate, do you have any final thoughts on that angled water bottle sleeve?
I hate it. It is the worst thing ever. My water bottle keeps falling out. I don't have any water in it, and like every 4 steps, it's like, I have to slam it back down in there. It needs to be, I don't know, bigger, wider open mouth or deeper.
Yeah, because you lost it about 5 times in 5 miles.
Yes, it pops.
Falling off, just walking.
Yeah.
So,
Here's Grandpa Gideon.
Angle needs to be readjusted on the
But it still
Lariat 65.
Still feels wonderful.
The pack feels great. Just put your water bottle on this side. Or find a water bottle.
I have a water bottle over there.
That won't fall over.
So this is just kind of a goofy cinch down system, and it doesn't seem to go super tight for me. So I would have liked to see just a little bit more tightening capability there. I love the angle of it. I just like to be able to tighten it down a little bit more so I can get whatever water bottle I want in there without it falling over every time I lean forward. And then on the other side here, you've got a nice big pouch with, you know, some stretchy elastic there up top. So this can definitely fit easily your water bottle on this side as well. Now again, not angled towards you, so it'd be a little bit harder to grab out of this side. But if you don't want the water bottle, again, that's nice and big. You can put all kinds of different stuff in there. I mean, it goes all the way down there. Okay, so coming to the back of the pack here, you got a nice little pocket right here. This is how big it is. 1-pull zipper, just a dump pouch. You know, throw some of your essentials in there, right there. Okay guys, so we're gonna look at this detachable pouch here on the bag. Now this is a 65-liter bag. 8 of those liters is contained in this detachable portion right here. You can see it's got 2 buckles, top and bottom, on either side to attach it to the pack there. On the back here, you've got a little mesh net there where your straps, because you can carry this as a backpack when we detach it. In there, when I was coming up here, I stuffed my SE6 down in here and just attached it right in there. So this goes all the way down to the bottom, so it's a pouch that you can put stuff in there. And then here you've got the 1 zipper. I really would have liked to see 2 zippers on this, and the reason for is it's got a really nice big open mouth pouch here. But when I was coming up here, I had this thing stuffed to the gills, I mean all the way up here. And if I'm trying to get something that's kind of down in there, I've got to unzip this thing all the way. I've got all kinds of room for stuff to fall out. So I love the big mouth, but I really would have liked to see just a second zipper on there. But it's a big pocket, just a dump pocket in there, so you can get all kinds of stuff packed up in there in that 8 liters. So that's really nice to have on the outside of the pack, just all the essential stuff that you need. All right guys, so we're gonna look at the detached pack part of this now. So like I showed you, got the mesh on the back here. This is where your 2 straps live. You pull those out and you just clip those together right here on either side. So once you got those 2 clipped in there, toss it over your shoulder and you got a pack here on you. Straps are nice. Nice, breathable, you know, you can kind of see through them there. Just like any kind of, you know, really light day pack, flash kind of pack. Those straps there, nice and comfortable, hold the bag really well. For me personally, because of its compact size, I didn't want to use it on our day hike that we usually do. Once we get to camp the next day, we go out on a hike, you know, we went up 7 miles. So for me, the compact size was just a little too small, doesn't have any place to keep a water bladder that I like to take with me, that kind of thing. But my dad did carry it with him. He's a little bit smaller of a guy. He was able to pack this thing out, jackets, water filters, all kinds of stuff that he needed for a longer hike, and he really had a good time with it. So just be aware of that, the limitations and its capabilities that it has for you, and just make that determination if this is gonna work for a full day hike that you might do in between a backpacking trip. All right guys, let's talk about the money. Price point here on the Lariat 65. It's gonna run you anywhere between about $150 and $180, depending on when, where you buy it, what kind of color combination you're looking at, that kind of thing. If you do like what you see, and I definitely do, we'll have links down in the description below. Pick it up on Amazon. Always a great way to help support the channel here and what we do. So that's the price point you're looking at for the pack here. All right, guys, so now we're gonna look at the pack with that outer pack, the little day pack detached here. So we got two big, huge zippers, all YKK zippers on all this pack. So this is really awesome. I love this U-shaped pouch here. Open it up and give you full access into the bag. I can get to anything that is packed in this main compartment, even all the way up here from this one pouch. So then on the inner flap here of that U, there is a mesh pocket. Nice little zipper there. You can get a lot of stuff in here. I mean, this goes the whole length of that flap. So you can throw all kinds of different stuff in there, just dump pouch. Okay, so looking down into the pack here from the very top, you got access to the entire thing right here through the opening. You got on the back panel here your water bladder sleeve, so you can put a 100-ounce water bladder sleeve or anything smaller than that in there. Then you got the little attachment up here that keeps your water bladder, you know, staying up as you drink through the day, and it doesn't fall down and mess up your water flow at all. And then as you come out, this is a roll top. So you've got all the way up here that you can roll that down to. So you've got all this space that you can pack out on top of the pack there. And then when you get everything done, you just roll it down here to whatever length of equipment you've got stuffed in there. And you've got your clips on the side of the pack here. Clip those together, cinch them down, and boom, there you are, ready to go. Okay, so on the back of the pack here, you do have on either side trekking pole attachments. So nice bungee cords there. You run it all the way down through here on both sides. So that's nice, keep your trekking poles attached there if you're not using them as you go up the mountain like I don't like to, but on the way down, definitely. All right, so looking at the very bottom of the pack here, did just want to show you guys that it does have these rubber covered you know, straps right here on both four corners. So you can, you know, paracord lashing, night eyes ties, whatever. You can put, you know, sleeping bag, bedroll, tent, whatever it is that you want to attach back down here if you want to do that. It does have those lashing points. All right, guys, our time together here has ended, and it's time for me to wrap up with my final thoughts on the Lariat 65 here. And one word comes to mind, and that is wow. The biggest thing for me on this pack is the comfortability of it, how comfortable this pack is for extended periods of time, and the price that you pay to get that. It's amazing. I love all the features. There's a couple quirks here and there, some things I'd like to see improved, sure, but for the price point and how comfortable this pack is for me to carry fully loaded out for a long period of time is just amazing. So I really hope that this has helped you guys out decide whether or not this is going to be a valuable purchase for you guys. As always, please comment, share, like this video. We love to see your comments and what you guys think about it. Remember, as always, stay equipped, stay prepared, and we'll see you out there.